So with the newly released ODM gear, there's actually a pro duo that actually dropped almost 50 kills in opens for NA Central. And that duo is Acorn and Cold. Now these are the last previous FNCS winners, and they did this in week 1 opens. So in the first game they both had 28 points and they had 10 kills, but they died in the mid game. Now in the second game here, you can see in Mega City they are unconned, completely unconned. Now everywhere around Mega City you have these teams actually fighting for split drops. And you have Mega City just completely unconned. So both actually land on a red eye, and you have Acorn actually trying to get tags at the kids at racetrack. Now they spend around 1 minute to actually loot, and Acorn goes back to look at the kids at racetrack. Now with Acorn's great aim, he actually almost cracks both of them. Now I'm not sure if these kids are playing no builds. These kids decided to trade tags, but the problem is they actually running low on heals, which actually leads to the advantage of Cold and Acorn right when they full send into these kids at racetrack. And here Cold actually pulls up with the ODM gear, and he gets beamed a little bit, and Cold immediately starts using the new favorite attack mechanic that we all love. And also you have Acorn right behind him, where he's just been full running because he has no mobility whatsoever. He didn't pick up the other box of the ODM gear. Now they basically waste their mats, and here they just play safe angles. So right after the fight at racetrack ends, Acorn actually spots another team on their south side. This actually leaves the Cold to immediately start blading again, and this leads to a nice knock immediately. So after the fight, they actually go to Mega City, open the vault, and they keep keying pretty much, and they keep using pretty much the same strategy of just using the ODM gear, and one person goes off to the other side and just pinching them. So in this fight, while they're still keying in the mid game, what I think that's great about this is that while Acorn decides to tag the kids that are running away with the red eye, this allows Code to go ahead and keep following the kids that are running away, and applies pressure with the SMG. And this actually allows both of them to actually have more ammo without just relying on one single type of ammo. So with this, it actually allows them to finish the fight real quick and easy. So in set lobbies, like in round 2 or 3 for FNCS, this method will probably not work because everybody's gonna definitely just be basing up and going for tags with red eyes. And I'm pretty sure that nobody's really gonna run SMGs up until the point of maybe 7th or 8th zone, right when endgames start. So right here in 7th zone, they already have the Stark rivals, or the Pulse rivals, whatever you want to call them. They're busted. They fought a team, they won it regardless because they're Acorn and Cold. And what I noticed actually is both of them only have ODM gears. They're actually not using katanas at all. And the thing is with katanas is they're the much preferred mobility to use, especially in end games, because even if you get tagged, you can still actually move and rotate with it. But with ODMs, as soon as you get tagged or like the line gets cut or gets sprayed at, you immediately lose the momentum and you actually are risk to taking fall damage. So in the 9th zone, this is the first moving circle. What's kind of interesting about this is that Acorn and Cold, they decided to just play solo really, and they stopped being grouped up together and stopped pretty much being together as one right here in the zone. And I'm guessing it's because it's opens, they don't have to try and take it too seriously. They don't have to stay together side by side, which I can understand. But it's a little risky. It's a little bit more risky because if one goes down, then now you're a solo. And if you're a solo, you have a less chance of really just winning the game by yourself because it's Fortnite, you know. But also, you know, these guys are pros. So with this, you just saw like Code just took down, I think a tier 2 or tier 1 duo just by himself. And then here you can see Acorn kind of struggling also, and like he's almost about to die. And so with that, then now it's pretty much the time that they both actually meet back up, and then they both try and go for the win for the game here. And here we see Acorn just mantles up, and now the duo is just sticking together. And with that, now that the duo is back together, now they're just going to play for endgame and go for the win. But now considering that Epic just announced a new balance change to game time, or as I like to call it, peace time. Endgames are more than likely still going to be heal offs, considering the fact that you still have floppers and coolers. It's just that chugs just reduce the spawn rate, and coolers, that's literally it. And so with that, you still have slurp juice, and hopefully, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I kind of don't like this meta, but it is what it is. And Acorn and Cold are actually looking really good, and I think they're going to be definitely in the top 3 for this FNCS for NA Central. And also, let me know your predictions for FNCS, who's going to win it for NA Central and Europe also. So yeah, so I'm going to head out, take it easy, peace.